Hey, how are you? Happy Friday. I thought we could talk a little bit about this joy journey that I've been sharing about and that I've started. I'm a week into it, and I just wanted to share with you my experiences of it. The main part of this joy journey, as I'm calling it, is this new workout program that I'm doing. It's a dance-based workout program. And I just want to share my experiences with you. And I also kind of want to share why now. So I've been testing it this past week now. I'm about 5 days into testing it, and I'm testing it before my VIP test group gets started. My VIP test group is going to start on Monday, May 3rd, and it's open if you want to join us in fully testing this program with me. But here's what I'm feeling so far with this, and why I've kind of called this the joy journey, and realizing that that's what this is bringing to me, is that when I do this workout, and it's something that's totally stepping outside of my comfort zone because I am so not a dancer, never have been. I've always said I dance like Elaine on Seinfeld, and have never liked dance workouts. Actually, I've never even done one because I'm like, it's not me. I don't want to do anything like that. But then I was kind of inspired to do something that was stepping outside of my comfort zone. So that's where I started to do this. And I've realized doing these that I'm just smiling, this huge smile from start to finish. And I just feel this immense feeling of joyfulness, and it carries on all throughout the day. And it's even on these weights days. So this workout program, we have, 2 days of the week that we do weights, and the rest of the week you are doing dance workouts. And 2 days of the week you're doing weights with movement, so you're not just doing traditional weights, but you're still getting movement into your body. And even on those days, I've just had this huge smile on my face. And even though I have always loved weights, it's just something I love to do, I have always noticed, because I record videos of myself doing workouts, that when I'm working out, I have a very serious look on my face when I do my workouts. And I'm just concentrating. And even though I'm enjoying it, I just have a very serious look on my face. But doing this one, I don't. I have this huge, crazy, ridiculous smile on my face, even on the weights day. And I'm also noticing something this week, that I'm learning to really love my body where it's at right now. And that's been a really huge thing for me, because I'm 44, I'm a mom, and, I'm noticing things are a little bit different with my body these days than they were even just 5 years ago. And, life is different for all of us right now, too. So whether it's an age thing or not an age thing, I have no idea, but life is always changing and evolving for each and every single one of us. And so emotions change, how we view ourselves change, the way we're living our lives change. And what this joyfulness that I'm getting from doing this every morning is bringing to me is helping me to really love and appreciate where my body is right now. So it's not weighing me down. Anything that, if I'm like, oh, well, I'm not loving how these jeans are fitting, it's not weighing me down. I'm just like, okay, I love the strength that I'm feeling instead. Anyway, so why now? It's no secret that 2020 has been totally insane for every single one of us. Varying levels for all of us, but definitely nuts for all of us. And looking back, I realize now that it weighed on me more than I recognized in the moment. I've been making my way since January, sort of out of that. And I hadn't realized it until just now, looking back, that that's what I've been doing. And it started in January with this program that I did. It was a 9-week program called 9-Week Control Freak. And looking back, that really helped me do is it pulled me out of some anxieties that I was having throughout 2020 with homeschooling with, for me, I lost jobs. I had been working part-time at the mall at a women's clothing store. I had been working teaching group fitness classes, and it was supporting me as I was making a transition to be full-time coach, because that's what I really want to be doing is this. I just wasn't financially there yet to solely be doing this. But then COVID happened and it just threw me right into it. So there was a lot of anxieties with that. And, just all the anxieties I think that we all were just generally feeling as well. And so doing that program, it really was more than just the workouts. It was really helpful in pulling me out of those anxieties and pulling me out of limiting beliefs that I had about my own self. And so that was a start of this journey. And then it went into this next program that I did called MBF, or Muscle Burns Fat. And what that was really helping me do along the journey was it helped me rebuild strength in my body, and helped me correct imbalances in my body that had set in from just negative emotions that I had been holding on to from those anxieties and those limiting beliefs. For me, and I think for a lot of us, this can happen when we have these anxieties and these limiting beliefs. It can set into our body, and it can start to set in a way where our muscles can become weakened. It can also set in a way where we can get these imbalances, whether one side becomes stronger than another side, or we can get just issues within our body, like I'm pointing to my lower back right now, maybe lower back issues, injuries, things like that, because our emotions get held within our body. So that's what that program helped me to do, is rebuild strength and rebuild the health within like the muscular part of my body to correct those imbalances. And then along that journey, I started to move then into redialing back into my nutrition to help nourish my body, to boost my immunity system, or boost my immunity through the food that I was eating. And not only just my immunity, but also to boost my emotions through the food I was eating, so I could take back control of my emotions. Something that I really noticed coming into 2021 and out of 2020 was my emotional eating. And it wasn't just the fact that I would go towards unhealthy choices when I was feeling stressed. It was the fact of how I would feel different and how I could take control of my emotions if I made a healthy choice. If I made a healthy choice instead, and a choice that was balanced just right for my body. If I made that choice, I could actually see and feel how I could take control of those emotions, versus if I made an unhealthy choice instead. So that was also why I was like, okay, it's time to take back control of my nutrition so I can feel in control of my emotions. Like feeling those emotions, having those emotions, they're going to come, they're natural, they're okay, but I want to feel like I can control them instead of having them control me. And it's through my food, because we are what we are made up of what we eat, quite literally. So that leads to now it's time for the joy. Now, having done all that other work, now it's time for like, okay, let's have a little bit of fun. Now we're open to be accepting and receptive of some joy. So, here's the thing. When we step outside of our comfort zone, that's where growth happens. And when growth happens, that's when joy comes in. So I encourage you to do this along with me. Let's step outside of our comfort zones, whatever that means for you, and let's allow that growth to start to happen right here and now. Let's allow that joy into our lives. It is time. It's spring. I mean, come on. This is when growth and joy is supposed to happen. So no matter where you're at in your journey, I have a spot for you. I have it right here in my Make It Happen group that is opening actually tomorrow. So I want you to join me in this group. We get started first with a conversation, you and I, one-on-one, to figure out where are you at right now in your journey, coming out of 2020, right now, a few months into 2021, what's going on for you? And we figure out, are you ready for the joy? Are you still feeling like you want to get over some limiting beliefs and some anxiety? Are you wanting to rebuild strength and correct some imbalances in your body? Where are you at in your journey? And I've got a spot for you. So I'm going to go ahead and I will share a link at the bottom of wherever you're watching this video so that we can get started on that conversation and get you going on your journey. I cannot wait to get started with you. And I hope you have a great, happy weekend, but we will be talking soon. All right, bye.